Good morning. So, what if you didn't need to be more consistent and you were spending energy, wasting energy, beating yourself up because you weren't consistent? Good morning. If you're coming in, drop a replay in the comments. So, I was having a chat with, if you're live, drop a live, of course, give me a hello. I was chatting with someone yesterday and we were chatting about how they used to get in this routine, and this does come up a lot actually, and I would say sometimes we are at fault as coaches as well in terms of talking about consistency, but also the fact that they used to come in on these set days and it used to be very routine. Okay, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, Friday, whatever it is, routine, done in. But since COVID, things have changed, working hours, stuff's changed, things got in the way a bit, which are legit reasons, not just excuses, okay? So now this has come into it a bit more. They're like, 1 week I'm doing like 4 exercises, next week I can only get 2, then I'm beating myself up for it. And we started talking, and I said, like, we run an education program as well, and I said, like athletes, how they train. I know this, just giving this as an example. They'll train in what we call periodization, where they train quite a lot for a period of time when they're maybe off season and like pre-season, trying to make some progress. Then during the season, their training actually becomes quite maintenance, avoid injury, but they're still staying fit. They're making sure they're in good condition. And it kind of goes like this. And life is a bit like this. And actually, if you're spending time beating yourself up on your worst weeks, perhaps, or your lower weeks, only coming a few times, even though you wanted to do that, maybe we need to actually change our expectations. And maybe this is actually a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing because we can really step it up 1 week, and we can look at these weeks and go, yeah, you're going to come 4 this week. Then next week, I've got permission to come 1, 2 on those busier weeks. And actually, that's going to be a part of my plan. And on those 1, 2, I'm going to try and focus more on my food side of things. I'm going to spend that time that I would have exercised on something that I struggle with more, which is the nutrition, which I know is going to have a massive impact on the weight loss, on the fat loss, on how I feel, on how I look, on my blood sugar levels, on all of these elements of it as well. Because like we always talk about, there's 3 legs of the stool here: the food habit, the fitness habit, the focus habit. And these all prop up health, fat loss. And sometimes we're so fixated on one. And of course, when we get one, it often spirals over to the other. But the important thing to remember that is, if one isn't there, you've still got 2 to focus on. Like, I can have the worst day for exercise, but get in an early night and feel great the next day, which then leads to me probably more likely exercising tomorrow, probably me more likely making better choices tomorrow. Or I can just think, sod it, have a late night, eat that, eat this, eat that. And all of a sudden, I'm then chasing my tail the next day, less productive. And then who else suffers from that? Well, kids, what you like is that. Oh, then I'm running around, blaming, resenting. I'm just being honest with this. You just almost go, oh, now I've got to do this. No, I don't have time for me. And there's always a choice in there, somewhere along the lines, where we can get a little bit better with that, but also not beat ourselves up for going, 1 week I'm going to do this, next week I'm going to do this. And this sometimes comes down to setting expectations. And something that we do inside our Kickstart is the accountability challenge, where every morning we're just setting our intentions, having that accountability with us. Okay, what are you going to do today? Your food, your fitness, your focus. What's your 3 things you're going to get done today? Set those expectations, because quite often the beating ourselves up, the sabotage just comes from a mismatch between our reality and our expectations. And it's crazy to think that a slight mismatch in them leads to you going from where you are here, actually doing well, and you not being able to potentially see how well you're doing, to you just going down here. And the shorter this gap, the shorter the gap between us beating ourselves up, starting again in 2 days, starting again in 1 day, the better our results will be. Because if every 3 days, 4 days, we're wasting 2 hours or 2 days beating ourselves up for a binge, beating ourselves up for falling off track, think how much time we're wasting in our life, let alone our week, let alone the things that we want to be doing, how much money we're wasting in terms of just going, I'll eat that, I'll just sod it, I'm just going to get a takeout now, whatever. All of these things start to add up. So I wanted to share that, and that's all I share every day, just conversations normally of what I've had or events with the kids. So any questions on that, let me know. Have an awesome day. Remember, we have our Kickstart program starting in June. If you want to come in on that, our 20-day Kickstart, just comment below Kickstart. I'll get you the details. Have an awesome day, and I will see you soon. Take care.